Allie, he's put a lot of work into that area of his game. Good stuff there. Now Washington's starting five. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Denny Avdia out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Harrell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, Rose and Barrett pair up at the 1 and the 2. Inside we have Randall and Robinson. And it's Tate in at the 3 slot. Well, as the season progresses, Chris, if you're seeing something as a player, how many coaches are open to suggestions when it comes to strategy?
That's a good question, B.A. I'm not sure, but I know the best ones, they keep an open door. It may not always get your way, but at least you know that communication is there, and it's important to hear people out.
And so off the tip, it's Washington. Now here's Dinwiddie. Kuzma outside. Over Barrett. It's Kuzma with the miss. Dinwiddie against Rose. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When you're a vet like Rose, you figure out ways to score inside, even as a guard.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's Avdia on the wing. Knocks it down from distance.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Randall, good.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
Beal, the pass to Harrell. Up top, Dinwiddie. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Offensive rebound.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Dinwiddie against Rose. Now here's Dinwiddie. The D's right on him. Five on the clock. Pass to Harrell. Here's Avdia. The 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
This one for 3. And it's Barrett with the 3.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Dinwiddie. Harrell with it. Here's Avdia. He has 6. There's the drive. Harrell, no good. For New York, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Rose, the pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
I mean, he's so experienced. I mean, tell me something Rose hasn't seen on the court. I mean, he reads the D like a book.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Up top, Beal. Checked by Randall. Kuzma for 3. It's rebounded by New York. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Washington trailing. Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. Here's Avdia. Pass to Dinwiddie. Now here is Harrell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
A quick leaper with a solid frame. Harrell gives opponents problems around the rim.
And the Knicks call time here. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
A new lineup here for New York. The Wizards making a switch here. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at Phoenix. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for New York, they really came out swinging this year, putting to rest all of the doubts about their abilities. Now we'll see if they can maintain that energy, just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet them.
See, Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Outside Fournier. Pass to Burks.
2 minutes.
Three is up. And the Knicks, another three.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Washington's gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Bill's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
And that one drops for him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Beal against Fournier. From the high post. Beal, no good.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Wizards have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Gafford. Now Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
So for the Knicks, Tate's checked in for Matthews and quickly subbed in for Fournier. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Bertans checked in for Gafford. Free throw good. Dinwiddie. Now quickly. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Tate with it. Pass to Mobley. Stolen by Bryant. And here's Hachimura. It's tipped. Here's Mobley. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Quickly from outside. No good that time. And so it's the New York Knicks. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment. And a first-time All-Star in 2021. For Julius Randle, his newfound confidence shooting from outside unlocked the rest of his game.
It's really just all about just me getting into my shot quick and just, everything with my shot. It starts with my base and my feet, my footwork. And that's really all it is, making sure I have a strong base. I'm using my legs, just getting into my shot with speed. It's always fun to get back to that.
Getting that power from the legs, Grant.
Yeah, that's important launching from deep. For shooters, there's usually that one thing they key in on, and that's his.
That's an inbound violation. Washington
And so
ball.
far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Here's Beal. And so it's Washington with it. 9-point game. Tries again. A clear look for Bertans. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed.
An all-around player. Bill doesn't just look to score. He's also good at distributing it.
What I admire about Bradley Beal is his steady growth, not just in his overall game, but how he's embraced becoming a leader. He's someone his teammates really look up to.
Obi Toppin out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Mobley. And it's quickly in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Beal. Puts up a 3. The shot won't fall. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Boy, Beal's rise continues to impress. Every season, Grant, he improves as a scorer especially.
And the older he gets, the more wisdom he attains. Both on and off the court, his guys expect him to lead the charge. It's something that he takes great pride in.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
There's just a lot of wide-open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
More rotations, slow help, and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
So both teams making some changes here. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Kuzma. Robinson with the block. Out of bounds. It'll be Wizards ball. The Wizards have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Quickly against Dinwiddie. And there's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Hey, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Kuzma from deep. Randall pulls down the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Dinwiddie against quickly. Outside Bertans. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
3-point goal.
Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. And let's talk some 2K, Chris. If you're building a player, what position would be the most fun? Guard, a wing, or a big man?
I would say
From Emmanuel
probably
quickly.
a wing. Because you can kind of switch up on the length. You can be as tall as KD or as short as, let's say, Harden. But you can also have skill sets with that. Quickness, shooting, getting other guys involved. So I would say, yeah, I probably want to
Bradley Beal.
such an impressive athlete. Bill, you give him a little bit of room, he'll flush it with force.
For New York, they've gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. That one's good. Quickly.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
For Washington, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Beal outside. The 3-ball. And again, Washington with a triple.
And as long as Bill is active behind the 3-point line, he's going to keep the D scrambling. He demands a lot of attention out there.
Pass to Robinson. Over Bertans. That's good from Robinson. On the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got 3 assists in the game. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. Kuzma outside. Randall with some nice D.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. He's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
It's stolen away. And that's a foul called on Jayshawn Tate. That's his first foul. Rose is checked in for Quickly. Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Harrell comes in for Kuzma. Washington has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Gafford. Harrell up top. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Right side Tate. Randall outside. Launches a three. No good on the shot. And Washington the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Flat out. I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there. I mean, yeah, you know Denny Avdija made a name for himself. His home nation of Israel. He was one of the top players, man. Now he's how his
That's
game
his first personal.
And one adjustment Avdija has had to make is playing defense without foul.
He's even admitted that himself. I mean, basketball is
At the
international.
line, 2 shots.
Everywhere you go. He just needs to get dialed into how we do things here in the States.
Mobley, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Hachimura's checked in for Washington. For Washington, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Pass to Avdija. Now here's Hachimura. Back to Gafford. Shot clock at 5. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And it's Hachimura missing. For New York, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Here's Rose. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And Mobley gets it to go.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Beal against Barrett. Beal, no good.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Shoots over Beal. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Checking in for the Wizards, Thomas Bryant.
Shot to stop the run. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, rising up with force. I love it when Hachimura elects to dunk it. Great work.
And so it's the New York Knicks up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react on challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Shaq, right? That's the point.
Obviously.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive end. You need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, it's been quite a game from Mitchell Robinson.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for the Wizards, Beal the off guard with Avdia at the 3. Kyle Kuzma out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Now here's Tate over Avdia. And it's Harrell with a rebound. Dinwiddie against Rose. Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Rose. Pass to Robinson. Misses in close. Here's Avdia. He's covered by Tate. Beal outside. And it's Washington with another.
Well, he's smart at taking what he sees. When you give Bill this look, he jumps all over it.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
It's such a leap forward. Bradley Beal continues to improve
Shooting for
in addition to
Washington.
his scoring and capable passing. And he's
At the
focused
line.
on becoming a better
2
playmaker
shots.
as well.
Free throw drops for Beal. And Beal doesn't just look to score. He also looks to involve his guys.
Yeah, B.A., and that's what real leadership is, and it's coming from Bill. I mean, knowing this will help team chemistry, wanting to make his teammates better players.
Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Tate.
And did you see the maturation of Bill over time? I mean, I noticed it. He added more wrinkles and dimensions to his game. He's an impressive 2-guard.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. And that one good.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Wizards
Now a timeout called by Washington.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
City dancer.
90 seconds into the second half now. Dinwiddie passes to Harrell. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
The Wizards making a switch here. Bertans is checked in. Dinwiddie finds Harrell. And Harrell throws it down.
And you know Harrell wants to jam it. No layups here. He loves flushing it home.
Quickly from outside. And the Knicks miss again.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Avdia can't get it to go. For New York, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Toppin. Rebound Washington. Harrell's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Dinwiddie passes to Bertans. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second.
It's on
personal.
Alec Burks.
Second
Grant,
team
if you
foul.
had to describe exactly what a stretch four
Shooting
looks
for
like,
Washington.
you might be describing Davis Bertans.
Yeah, that's the mold that Bertans has been carved out of. He can draw defenders away from the hoop with his outside shooting. And when he needs to mix it up in the paint and grab some rebounds, he's more than capable of that too.
Bryant, he's checked in for Harrell. And so he hits both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. The Wizards with another miss. Top it inside. Covered by Bryant. Quickly passes to Burks. The Knicks rebound. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Bryant, the pass to Beal. Over Barrett. That one a little long. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Burks. Pass to Toppin. From 20 feet. Another one falls for New York.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Beal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
I like how Beal mixes up his scoring. He's capable of finishing when he's got this kind of position.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Hachimura comes in for Avdia.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Gafford, and it's blocked.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Mobley. He's guarded by Gafford. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man, he rebounds much bigger than his size. Bill will get scrappy when fighting for the board.
Here he goes. Oh, and Bryant with a block. Another shot. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Barrett. Mobley's got 14.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Gafford. Gafford controls the rebound and the putback.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
52 seconds left in the third. Down low. And Mobley gets it to go. 16 points for him.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Beal outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Hachimura outside. Barrett against Beal. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Gafford with the block. Hachimura against Barrett. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
Evan Mobley getting it done for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Washington has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Rose and Barrett pair up at the 1 and the 2. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Mobley, and it's Tate in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Hachimura outside. Now here's Gafford. Drives to the hoop. Got a hand on it. Here's Barrett. Pass to Mobley. Second chance shot. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Mobley's got 10 points here in the second half.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Tate against Dinwiddie, going inside. Rose grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And Mobley gets it to go.
Oh, such a dynamic play. Rose is very good at realizing when he should look to dish.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Dinwiddie passes to Harrell. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. And Harrell throws it down.
Assisted by
Not the tallest center in the league.
Dinwiddie.
He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Rose against Dinwiddie. Pass to Robinson. Over Kuzma. That's good from Robinson. On the assist from Rose.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Washington calls timeout.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Avdia. It's rebounded by New York. Rose outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. The shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And talk about a signing that went under the radar. Spencer Dinwiddie joining this Wizards ball club. Now, he steps in as a vet guard to lead this young team. And I'm excited to see what Dinwiddie can do as a team leader.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie. Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. You know, back then we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Randall outside. Pass to Rose. Over Dinwiddie. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Washington has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Avdia. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Here's Tate. And the Knicks miss again. For Washington, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Randall against Dinwiddie. Pass to Harrell. Beal right side. And a nice finish on the layup. Beal's got 10 points in just the second half.
One of the best scorers. I mean, Beal is so good getting into a rhythm and taking over. One of the NBA's best scorers.
Randall, good.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Pass to Beal from outside the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Such a dangerous scorer. Really superb at knowing when to fire immediately off the catch and shoot.
Here's Tate. They get it back. Second chance effort. And it's Randall getting it to go. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. The shot goes up with a body on something. He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage.
It's stolen by Kuzma. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Dinwiddie, no good.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Oh, man, you just want to go find someplace to hide, man. It's almost impossible to do that. Good anticipation on the field. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
The Wizards have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Beal against Barrett. Beal, the pass to Dinwiddie. Five to shoot. Pass to Harrell. Beal outside for 3. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Barrett. And he gets that one.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And this is what guys play for. When it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Beal's shot is off.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Randall can't hit. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Barrett against Beal. Pass to Harrell. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's closely guarded. Over Rose. Dinwiddie, no good. Rose against Dinwiddie. So it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.